Hi, welcome to a different video. This time I'm with my brother. Well, we've got the little camper there, and then there's my brother, little big one over there. His name's Adventures with Andy. I'll put a link in the description. And basically we've got to change his seats. He wants different swivel seats and everything else. Right, well, just a quick thing about my brother's camper. It's an old Talbot. He bought it about 12 months ago, but he's had a lot of problems with it, unfortunately. But he has done really well. He's got the kitchen all sorted and everything else there. The top, this is another job that we've got to do, so stay tuned for this. He's boxed all this in because it had a leak, so we've got to put new board in and bits and pieces. But the main one, like I say, is these seats, because, you know, they are a little bit tatty and that, and he wants the different swivel, so he's got some better seats. I mean, as you can see from the seats, they've got a slight bit of surface mould because they've just been in storage for a bit. But the actual, we've got to modify them because there was plates at the back. We was going to bend them down, but we decided to angle grind them. Now, yes, you shouldn't do what we've done and everything, but we did have fire extinguishers and safety behind us and everything. So, you know, one of the things, don't try this at home, as they say. But yeah, we cut away the ends of those, so then it's completely flat, and just smooth those out. He does have two different types of seat. The original Talbot seat with the swivel and everything, but he did try another seat with and modify that, but really he's got these new seats, so these work better. So what we've got to do is take the rails off the existing seats. Once we've got the rails off the existing seat, what we've got to do is put those onto the new modified base of the new seats. Well, basically we've got to put some holes in just to line them up. We decided exactly where they was going to go, but unfortunately this is where we had a real bit of a problem, because we just couldn't drill through it, just trying with the electric drill, the cordless, but it just wasn't going through. But we found out if we sprayed like some contact clean WD-40 type of stuff, so it was cooling the drill bit down, you know, then it went through, and it made our life a hell of a lot easier. Well, we've got the rails off that one now, the old one. They're going in there, and we're just going to mount them on the actual box that's already in there, and then that should make the seat, you know, swivel, hopefully. We hope. You know, it's took us ages to bloody drill some holes, but yeah, there we go. We had made sure before drilling the first rail that the seat was going to be in the correct position, from left to right and front to back.
Well, so we're going to have to take these out, lift this up out of the way for it to slide in, because you've not got space to slide it in from the front. Yeah,
that goes.
But
there's a space there, isn't there? Yeah,
that opens out. So yeah.
We did a few test fits just to make sure that the rails were going to be in the right place, even though we knew the measurements and that, so we could actually slide it on, you know, bolt it, unbolt it, loosen it and everything else, just so that it was tight. It did take a little bit of time just to get it right, but in the end we got there.
That one was nothing.
That's just nothing, because that shows the symbol for going forward and back, which
was on the mechanism,
old rails.
Yeah, which wasn't on that one. So yeah,
and then that one. So if you swivel it around, you can go that, and you don't need to.
The only thing is, it doesn't lock that way. It'll only lock on 90 degree.
Yeah, but you're never going to have it this way, are you?
No.
The idea of it that way is if you had the table thing there, we remember you had your hole there, you could then sit that way and sit that way.
And then if I pull that, it should probably be better if somebody was in it. It should it goes back.
Most of the time, for moving seats forward and back, you need a bit of weight on it. It's manoeuvring.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's catching slightly, you know, because we'll put those longer bolts on underneath.
Yeah. Basically now we've got the other chair out, you can see there, it was on a different swivel mechanism, so the new one, because it's got the swivel and that built in, but we're taking the sliders off the old one, putting it onto there, so yeah, that one's all working, so now it's the driver's side, but because we know how to do it, and the first one always takes longer because it's a learning process, isn't it? So yeah, so we've got those sliders off, and my brother's just cutting the ends off the other seats because they wouldn't fit, and then yeah, we're just going to mount those on, and then the next one going in. While my brother was angle grinding off the ends of the other chair, I was taking off the bases and the rails, and as you can see they've got little holes in, which is what it grips to, but unfortunately after that my back decided that was it, and I couldn't do any more. I was then really struggling, so we just left it for today and start off tomorrow. I mean, compared to my little thing, mine is not even the kitchen area size, but again, you might do with what the space is and that. The only problem is with this, miles to the gallon, and that's the difference, but again, he does festivals and everything, so like check him out, Adventures with Andy, up here somewhere, and that, so he like does fairs, and he does wooden carvings and bits and pieces and stuff like that. Have a look at his channel, it's better if he explains anyway, so, but this is the jobs that we've got to do, so, and I'm actually enjoying it because, like I say, doing mine, which I'll put a link again up here about the conversion of mine. Right, you join us the next day. Basically we'd done the one seat yesterday, there we are, there's the seat. The other one, we'd got the plate on the bottom, the holes drilled, that was the problem that we was having, it was drilling the holes. So we got all that done, but unfortunately yesterday, and because of my spinal problem, I got stuck. I was literally just in so much pain we couldn't continue, and that, so we're back the next day, to get this driver's side actually fitted, because I mean you can see these, there are we, these were the old swivel. I mean this is an old camper, and as you can see it's just a wooden thing with ball bearings on. That was the swivel. Can we get that in shot there? Where are we? There you go. So yeah, so like I say, those have come out, and I mean with these new seats it's all integral in it, so yeah, so we're getting that done. But yeah, like I say, this is a camper, it's not bad, I mean too big for me and that, but yeah, so what we've got to do as well is, because the seats in these, let me get you around this way, sorry about all the movement. This is the seat, this basically is the seat that becomes the bed, but this bit moves up, and if I swing you around that side to that, here we go, to an open space. Normally you can have a table in there, but my brother's not having it like that, but now at least you can swivel that around and someone can sit the one side and the other. So yeah, we're going to just well, myself at the moment, waiting for my brother, and just getting this fitted. It's just going to be pulling in the rails, bolting the rails to this bit, and then bolting the other part of the rails on there, and to slide it in, that's why we have to take this bit out so we can slide it that way, because there's not enough from the front to get it done. So yeah, let's carry on with this anyway. Right, because I didn't really talk about the exact way we're doing it. Like I say, it's the old runners on these. And like I say, we just mounted those just to here. We've had to, like I say, drill those holes. Now what we're going to do, and the main thing is the distance. Let's show you here, the distance between the two there, the middle two. We measure that on the other seat, and then just bolt those and then slide it in. Well, that's the theory anyway. So we'll have a go. Right, the way these actually lock into place, you've got this lever here and that has got a little notch you can see there, and then on the one thing the other side bolts on, then you've got these little holes, so then you pull it in and then it locks into place, so you've got, you know, a fair bit of movement there. The main thing is when putting these on, because there's only one with the holes in, oh sorry, there's both with the holes in, so that's fine. I was going to say you've got to put them on the right side, but really you haven't, so forget me talking about that one. I mounted the first rail on the box basically the same distance away from the outside and front that the other one was, and then we was going to measure the distance between the two. Well, this is where a few problems actually started. The first problem is we measured the distance, but the plate on the new one on the other side of the chair was slightly wider, so we just kind of cocked up there, so we extended the holes. But then the problem is as we'd like test fitted it, it just wasn't centered to the steering wheel. Even though it's centered to the box, the actual chair wasn't centered to the steering wheel, so then we had to move that across, and then it was trying to do that, then again the widening and everything else. It became just a bit of a pain. And as well, to make sure everything fitted correctly, what we had to do was take the seat, well, slide the seat off and slide it onto the rails. And you've got to think, you haven't got that much tolerance, you know, on there. So, and I'm trying to hold the chair while my brother's trying to line it up, and it was just an absolute nightmare. We thought this one would go a lot easier than the first one because we knew what we was doing, but it just took that too much time, really.
No, forwards. And then, no, backwards. Right. So move that backwards.
Yeah, he's going to need some oil. I'd try it there. You may have enough. There you go.
Stuck somewhere. It's not going all the way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Huh.
Can't move it any back anymore from that because you're right up against the steering wheel.
Oh yeah.
Well, you could move it back a notch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I mean, that's upright enough. Right, the next thing that we've got to do is his door. This one, as you can see, it's a different colour because the other one was literally just rotten away. So he's replaced all that, but it doesn't shut properly and doesn't fully lock. So we've just got to just align it with the bolts over there. And yeah, that's the next job. And then, like I say, we've got the cab to insulate and cut the things, but that being a different one. So yeah, if you're watching this and you like what we're doing with this one and, you know, my little camper there, you know, like, subscribe, do all that kind of YouTubey stuff. Now, for the door not aligning, we thought it was actually to do with the hinges, so we may need to move the bolt, or the actual bolt that the actual latch catches onto, and we tried all of that and everything else, but it wasn't. So we took the panel off and it just wasn't latching down, so we was trying to take bits out because it's got the old door, the original door, that's like no good. So in the end, what we actually did was took out the old locking mechanism, well, the old latch, and all the wiring and bits and pieces, and put that into the newer door, and basically it worked. So it's catching the squeak here.
Done that.
Brilliant.
Yes. And it locks from the inside as well.
Like with anything, there's more jobs always still to be done. I mean, we've still got to seal around the vent, there's the window we've got to seal, and there's a few other little bodywork parts as well that we've got to do, you know, but they're not majorly important at the moment. Right, well, like you've seen, we've got the door done now, so we just changed the mechanism. That was the better option. So like now, yes, the door's done, the seats are all done, and that they all swivel and everything. So the next job is box all that in, insulate it and everything else, and there's a few other bits. The heater's not working and other things. We have had a quick look. We've got to take the dash off. So again, you know, have a look at my brother's channel as well. Again, links all in the description around here somewhere, and that. So yeah, I mean, it's his van, so you know, subscribe to him as well, subscribe to me, you know, because we do need the subscribers, both of us. So yeah, basically, yeah, join us on the next one, because we'll be doing all of that. We're going to try and film as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't always go that way, but yeah, stay tuned for more updates and that. And again, thank you for watching. Bye.